today? Welcome to Monday. The market is open. I've been up since early in the morning, since about 5:30. I got up. But anyway, I want to break down three trades I took today. Um, and these trades went pretty good. The best as I can go on a Monday. As I said, I really don't trade on Mondays, but I had to take this trade, and it was pretty good. So let's get it. Um, this Audi CAD trade today, the CAD went pretty good. When I went to the market this morning, I seen those CAD news dropping around this time right here, so I know the CAD must have been either something gonna happen to it. So I watched it overall. Another thing was it broke my trend line right here. So they broke the trend line. I was gonna enter right here, but the thing about it is, it was still. Let me see it. Let me show you. It was still just came out of the engine range, and I was waiting for a setup. So because I woke up 5 o'clock, this was around 5:30. My alarm did go off and say it broke it, and I wanted to enter here, but I was waiting for a better entry because when I woke up, I noticed it flew back up here. Then it rejected off the line and formed this candle right here. So I waited for this candle to close on the 15-minute right here. So once it closed, I enter right here, right around here in this candle, and I rolled it all the way down from the London session to the New York session, and I grabbed 30 pips. It never went back up, and that's really good. I want to touch on, always wait for the trade to come to you. Wake up in the morning. This was my first trade. Wake up in the morning, I meditate, I do my daily workout, I read, whatever I had to do to get my day started. Then I actually, around 7 o'clock, I put on the Bloomberg, the news on my TV, and it played through the day, and I watch the gold and watch the oil and see whatever is going on. So it's basically how I trade. You got to put that together for yourself. So how I calculate my stop loss and how I calculate how much I want to risk. Because I'm on a funded account, it was $100,000 account. This is not the balance right here, but let's put this in here because I always want to risk $500 through my trade. So my risk is $500, but my profit was around $978 because this right here was my lot size I use. I use a 4.3. So through my daily trade, I use a position size calculator to calculate my risk. People always ask me, what do you use to calculate how much money you're supposed to risk? And I always say, there's no magical number. What you do is you go over here to my FX book and you press on this right here. You put in the amount of money. So say your account has, 100,000. Like mine, I'm trading a funded account, so it's 100,000. I want to only risk 0.5. That's half of 1%. And my stop loss through my trades today was 15%. 15 pips, I should say. And you calculate that. And that's it. It's going to be 5 right here. 500. And my lot size, the lot size right here, I put that lot size inside my trading. So even if the trading go bad, this is what I would lose. So that's how you calculate your lot size inside your daily trade every day. It's important. Stick to calculating your lot size every day. If I'm trying to win 900 something close to 1,000, and I have this as my risk, I'm risking 500. Once it goes in profit, I close this down. I move it down. So I might cut this in half at 250. And then when it go into more profit, I move my profit into a profit, stop profit. So you gotta really know how to assess your trade while it's going. But this was a really good trade. All right, so this is my second trade of the day. This was a 30 pip. This is a 30 pip gain too, and it was in the New York session. I took this trade while I had the odd cat going and close it out. I took this trade. Same setup, meaning that same amount of pip I was risking, but I did a different lot size. But this is an Asian session. It broke out the Asian session at this level right here, retested the London session. It went up. I didn't want to take it in the London session. I wasn't sure if it's gonna keep on going back and forth here. So I wanted to wait till it broke over this line right here with a strong candle. So once it broke over this line right here, I put a buy in and did a 30 pip and a 30 pip gain and a 15 pip stop loss. And it went good. If you notice, it went right up here, broke over here, and it took profit. So as I said, I don't trade in the Asian range. This was a good trade right here. Um, and this trade, same thing I did. I went to see my position calculator, calculate my risk, then just calculate amount of pip I'm trying to gain, and I go from there. Not every trade is the same. This trade worked out to be pretty good, and let's move on. Now, this was another great trade I took. This was a US CAD. I'm telling you, the US dollars was going down, and how I knew that was I used currency heat map, and it was telling me that the US dollar was going down and the CAD was going up. So I took the sell right here when it broke through this line right here that I created, this resistance line right here, and gave me a candle right here. And what I used with this trade was my baseline and my MACD. See my MACD cross right here, and once it went underneath the red and keep on going down, I entered right here off this candle. See, there was a little width right there. So I entered and ride it all the way down, trail my stop, and make it happen. So these are 3 good trades I took today. One thing I want to touch on before I go, you do not have to take every trade. With me, I don't trade every day. I trade. Sometimes the trade comes to me Monday, sometimes it comes to me Tuesday, sometimes you don't gotta rush it. Let it come to you. Always have a stop loss. Always trail your stop. Always watch out for the news. Make sure that your risk management is on point. These are stuff that I'm telling you, you gotta keep an eye on when you're trading in these markets. Do not trade just because the trade presents itself. You're not trading a stop loss. You're not doing all these things. These things are important. Risk management is important. You want to be a professional trader? Trade with a risk management. Trade with a stop loss. It's very important in the game. Do not fail your own self out here tripping, trying to do Lamborghini lot sizes without a stop loss. Please. I hope everybody is good. Another thing I want to touch on too. With all the trades I've been taking for today, is not the best setup, but if you notice what I did, I control how much I lose. See, when you have a funded account, money, you're allowed to lose. So say you have $1,000 account, you only could lose 10% of that account. So if you have a $10,000 account, you only could lose $1,000. If you have a $100,000 account, you only could lose $10,000. So I say this to say that when you're trading with a funded account, you have to use a stop loss. The companies actually love seeing you use a stop loss. They love seeing you put your trade in, take profit, a stop loss, a good entry. They look at that to gauge if you're good or you're not good. These things are important. So if you're going to try to go for a funded account, always remember that when you place the trades, make sure you have a stop loss and a take profit. It's very important so they can see that you have good risk management. Yeah, and then you'll be good, man. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys are doing good. God bless you guys.